Hi everyone, it's Janis here. A lot of people want to wake up early and reap the benefits of it. Who doesn't want to have more energy, increased productivity and more time every day? But waking up early is not an easy thing and a lot of people fail. Same as many people want to be successful, but only small percentage of people are. One of the most powerful tools for waking up early is a strong morning routine and understanding the mechanics of waking up early. In this video, I'm not gonna give you 10 tips to wake up early or do this one simple trick and never sleep in again. Instead, we'll look at the foundational things of what it takes to wake up early and what external and internal elements have the most influence for your morning routine success. I have been practicing waking up early for about 6 years and I wanted to share a quick story. This was last year and I was in the situation where I had to get a lot of project stuff done as well as gym and client work. And the only way for me to do that was to get up really early. Of course, I love challenges and I wanted to test myself to see how far I can push it. So I decided that I would wake up at 2:45 in the morning. Or you can say 2:45 nighttime because that's the time when some people go to sleep. I did this for 3 months before changing my morning routine as I had to start to do some night shift job. But I did it very successfully over these 3 months and it was as normal as waking up at 5 a.m. before. The point of this story is this: it doesn't matter at what time you wake up in the morning. There are no boundaries. The only boundaries and limitations you have are the ones that you set to yourself. So let's start with understanding what is really necessary if you want to wake up early. And the answer is not much really. Compared to other things that we do in our life, like running a business where you need money, resources and teams of people, waking up early doesn't require any of that. What it does require are energy and mental power. Let's be honest, if you don't have energy, you will not be able to wake up. And why wouldn't you have energy? Well, maybe because you stayed up late and your body is not recharged yet. Whether you are Arnold Schwarzenegger or Elon Musk, you need at least few hours of sleep. Even these guys sleep on average 6 hours a day. I mean, you can skip one night of sleep or two, but sooner or later it will catch up with you. And you also need a mental willingness to actually get up early. And you can't just force it because it will not last. So this is what we will try to break down and understand to make the process of waking up early possible and long-lasting. Because that is the ultimate goal, I guess. Not just to wake up early next week or next month, but to have it as a lifestyle, to do it all the time, to enjoy the benefits that come with waking up early. Number 1, reduce resistance. You have to build your morning routine so that it is super simple. Why? Because when you just wake up in the morning, you're weak. And if the first thing in the morning is something complex, then guess what's the first thing you will want to do? Obviously, go back to the bed. Therefore, making the first steps easy will dramatically increase your chances to wake up early. This comes from the principle that humans will always lean to do the things that are easier for them instead of going for the hardest option. Just take a moment and think about it. When you do your shopping in the supermarket, do you ever choose to stand in the longest line? I don't. I always pick the shortest line because it's easier to wait 2 minutes instead of 10. Or have you ever walked in a building and picked the stairs to go to the 9th floor when you had the option to take the elevator? I doubt it. So you have to weigh the scale in your favor and make things simple and easy in the morning. That is why I like to set up everything as much as possible in the night before. Set up your working station so that everything is ready for you when you wake up. Do your plan with what needs to be done a night before so you can start with the ease. Even a simple thing as lining up your clothes can make a huge difference. Number 2, don't think. Your biggest enemy in the morning is your brain and your subconscious mind. Your brain is very smart and that is good and also bad. So many times I've woken up early, switched off my alarm, drank a glass of water, went to the toilet, and while in the toilet I convinced myself to go back to the sleep. Does this sound familiar? Oh my god, it's so hard to wake up this morning. Wait a second, the job that I have to do this morning only needs to be completed next week. And I also did an extra hour of work last night, so I deserve to have it back. And then ping, the light bulb moment. I can have extra sleep without feeling guilty about it. And off I go, back to my bed to sleep in. Wait a second, what just happened? Well, I was thinking and my brain made up justifications why I should sleep in. And of course, once I can justify to myself why I do what I do, I will always go for that option. The same principle applies when we buy stuff. If we can justify why the deal is good, then we will probably make a purchase. Now the question is how to overcome this problem. You can't just switch off your brain, can you? So for this challenge, I have developed the system of thinking in stages. This is how it works for my current morning routine. When I wake up, I have one single thought in my mind. All I have to do is I have to go to the restroom. Once I've done my business, I have next single thought in my mind. All I have to do is to go to the kitchen. Then, when I'm in the kitchen, all I have to do is to make my breakfast cocktail. After that, the next step is all I have to do is to stretch out. After I have done the stretching, my body starts to wake up and I can let more thoughts in my mind and I'll be fine, without risking to convince me to go back to sleep. And this is how I do it, one step at a time. This is pre-planned, by the way. I don't want you to think that this is something I make up in the morning. This is all planned out in advance and I usually keep my routine same for a month so that it becomes an automatic habit. Let me know in the comments if you want me to make in-depth video about my current morning routine. Number 3, have a goal or purpose. I have never slept in when I had to go to the conference, participate in competition, and I have never overslept my flight. You know why? Because these are important activities and I don't want to miss them. So technically, if I had to get up at 4 AM if I didn't want to miss my flight, then I wouldn't sleep in, unless the flight becomes unimportant. And this is why it is so important to have goals in your life that pull you forward. Something that you are so looking forward that you can't wait. And when your goals are like that, waking up becomes easy, because you want to wake up and do those things. I hope that these principles will help you to create better and more successful morning routines. And from there, you'll be able to achieve your goals much quicker. If you want to manage your time better, have more structure in your life, and achieve your goals, make sure you check out my time planning application. You can set goals and track progress towards them, create time blocks and build your own daily structure, as well as log your time and measure your performance. Best of all, it's totally free, so press here to check it out right now. I'm working on new videos every day, so be sure you subscribe so you don't miss my next episode.